Nah, I got something to prove and I ain't never gonna give up. Plenty of juice and I ain't never gonna waste it. Something to do and I ain't never wanna quit it. So come on, get a little bit, I know you wanna play with it.
Coming to you from Studio Iguana Monk down in the Big Dirty, it's the Twisted Pop Podcast, where we explore what it means to be a working artist living in the real world. Please welcome your hosts, Larry Lines and Troy Wingstop.
Right.
Oh man,
this is the Twisted Pop Podcast, episode 21.
There's got to be something to say about that.
You know, it's really, I don't know why 20 would mean so much to me. Maybe because I've never done 20 of anything. You know what I mean? Like not anything that meant anything to me. You know, I've brushed my teeth 20 times or more. I've gone to sleep maybe 20 times.
Yeah, but you're not entertained by your maintenance.
You forget all that shit. You know, this is not a trivial thing. It's funny because like you listen to a podcast, you're like, you just stick some mics in front of people and then you start recording. But it's not trivial. Like when I get to the end of it and I've edited a whole thing, you know, there's no confetti, there's nothing falls from this, no big celebration.
No.
And you know, we don't have exactly 1 million subscribers yet.
Yeah.
So we're just a few shy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I can smell the dust burning off that new light.
Oh man, I can too.
So I'm like focused on where the smoke's coming from.
Oh, is it?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a little hazy, but.
Oh, it is smoke. I see it.
Oh, is it?
Yep, it's smoking.
Woo!
That's actual dust burning off that.
Wow.
Fucking. Now I've looked at it and I can't see shit. Now we're pros. We're blind. So
funny.
I don't really have any great things to say about episode 20. I mean, but I do. I mean, it is for some reason
20 or 21.
It's that we've done 20. There are 20 in the bag now.
Got it.
Like in about another 2 hours, the 20th episode will come out, and they have improved significantly, like along the way.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
Children
screaming.
Children in churches. It's an old Naked Apes of Reason song.
What? Children screaming?
Children in churches.
Oh.
That was a crazy band.
Didn't they just post one of those things?
They did. Neil Gettings, just did. He posted some stuff, and I made a comment on it.
Yeah, that was a blast. I've been subscribed to their site for, their Facebook page for some time.
Yeah, they have their album up, and it's a little different than how I remember it, and I don't know if I'm just remembering it wrong or if those were the actual recordings that were on that album. They were slightly more up there, I think, than the last time. I have been watching documentaries, I don't know, for some reason, my YouTube subscription suggests a bunch of BBC stuff.
Oh.
I don't know. What does yours suggest?
Man, Lucy uses my account, and before that, Iggy. So I have children's stuff pop up a lot of the time.
Yeah.
They know the difference between my computer and the iPad enough to not suggest AFMAU to me, which is a bunch of screaming, Minecraft drama.
Oh, is it? I have no reference for that at all. So
AFMAU does these crazy soap opera things with it seems like almost improvised scripts over Minecraft characters, and she does one every single day. But I would too if I had that many subscribers, and you go, man, how long is this going to last?
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's got millions of people.
What?
And when she drops a new video, you can watch the comments, and they just go, bzzz. Like they just, maybe 1,000 comments a minute.
That's an interesting phenomenon to watch, people commenting.
Well, then these are kids too. I mean, I can't imagine anybody Well, I'm sure there's a couple people our age that are just like itching every day for a new episode of Afmau's latest soap opera episode. But, you know, it's mainly kids. It's so interesting.
Wow. So, I guess the BBC, well, not I guess, I've watched like 4 episodes of like this BBC documentary that follows drawing, the importance of drawing throughout history. And it's wild, man.
It's a multi-episode documentary about drawing and the history of drawing.
Yeah. Like,
That's really cool.
and it doesn't necessarily just follow what you would think, like the old masters or like, you know, contemporary. The importance of drawing like throughout like mankind in history, and it's bizarre.
Huh.
It was a great documentary. I liked
It's
it.
kind of a cool thing to be happening around the same time that the Menil is opening their new drawing building, right?
Totally. And did I tell you I got to go down and did I mention that in an episode?
No, you didn't, but you told me part of this, but it was just like, I got to go in there and you were delivering some pieces.
We're delivering furniture, right? Like really high-end furniture, and we got to go down into the basement and got to look at like there of course there's no artwork in there. They're getting ready to move everything, but like get to see like all the crazy Q 007Q inventions for works on paper, and these crazy gigantic rolling racks that pull out for like hanging pieces, and like this gigantic storage area that looks like something out of a spy flick.
But it's like, you know, it's the whole area. It's like it's a vault. It's like a stadium-sized vault.
Oh yeah,
ground, right?
Oh yeah, it's well. I mean, it.
Wait a minute. Where is this now? Is it south of the Menil complex?
It's actually it is south, but it's like a block over.
So it's where the old AT&T building was. Or it actually was, but maybe it's still there.
Well, I don't remember where the old AT&T building. It's closer to the Chronicle, like on that area, right? So there's the Menil, of course, and then there's this whole block of neighborhood that separates the Menil from like the new building, and they've already got the parking like already set up, and then they've got this huge park area like just south of that, just across the street, and it's a beautiful building, and it's not even done, and it's a beautiful building. I couldn't believe like that it's still under construction, and I'm talking like it's still under construction, but you can tell that it's just a beautiful, amazing building.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've driven by several times, but they've got blocks. You know, you can't get within 2 blocks.
No, I mean it's all
there.
it's all fenced off, and you had to. We had to be waved in, and then we had to wait for the basically the project coordinator to come get us, and she took us down there and escorted us through and showed us everything, and it's an incredible building. I mean,
yeah, I guess that would the security would have to be tight even during construction.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It was a little bizarre because there's nothing in it except for there's stuff in it, but
it's like a vault. You wouldn't want to reveal the construction of it or anything.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
exactly what it's like. Is like Fort Knox. It's like going.
Yeah, I mean, geez, I can't imagine what the value of the art that will eventually be in that place.
Yeah.
Or even the Menil, which is just almost unsecured.
Yeah.
The way that it sits there.
Yeah.
Freaking Picasso's on the wall.
I hate art. Art is stupid. Art is boring. ARTT art.
But you don't realize how valuable it is before you do it.
Mm.
Like, so you have 20 of these episodes, and then you can always refer to them. It certainly has.
You might want to turn that light off.
I don't know. I'm not done with that light.
Well, there's something to be said about that. I still have the same attitude.
Yeah, I don't know what we're getting out of this. I don't know yet either.
No, I think I'm getting something out of it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's measurable, I don't know what that would be, but I just keep doing it.
Well, one of the easiest things for me is that it's not look at me.
That's good. Yeah,
You know, it's not. That's not the. Because that's the hardest thing for me to do, and which, you know, at some point I'll probably have to get better at it, at being able to deal with it. But like, look at me as such a hard thing to go. That's what I'm after. Like in the end, like you're going if some manifestation of me, right? Whether I'm going, hey, there's a project over here, a project over there. Look at me, fucking. That's like painful. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's you know, and whenever we're talking to somebody who's really good on stage, then it's you know, you're always like, I always think the same thing.
Right.
Like you're one of those look at me people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, what a dick. And then you're like, why would I say that? That person's an actor. I watch actors every single day.
I know.
Like I go, and you go, oh, it's one of those look at me people. It's a comedian. It's like one of the hardest fucking jobs ever. Why would anybody choose to be a comedian, right? Except that you're
torture.
Yeah, you're totally into rejection. You fucking love it. You're like, you love getting up on stage and just being so uncomfortable that everybody in the audience is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Ooh, that whole routine bombed. This sucks. Like that, I can't even, like, this is probably something I should even do. Just like, I should go bomb a couple of routines just to see.
Totally.
Let's see if I can bomb a couple of comedy routines without killing myself.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Right.
You know, and then so when we're doing these types of podcasts, I think the same way. It's like, you know, what the fuck are we doing? This is just like, you know, look at me. I'm talking about some stuff, right? And then you think about everything that you listen to, everything that you consume, everything that you do in a day, and most of it is, you know, it could be defined the same way.
Yeah. I don't know what to add to that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But that's I guess the point.
Yes.
Of this whole thing.
It is. It's the point.
Yeah, that we're trying to find a way that we can ease ourselves into. This is, you know, this is our fucking deal, and this is what you look at.
Yes. Which is
there's shit melting on it now.
Oh, that's entertaining.
Yeah, the bulb's turning red.
Ah.
I can smell it.
Yeah, you might want to kill that. Is it melting the monitor?
What monitor? That?
Yeah.
No. It's not
Okay.
melting the monitor. But it's.
I like how you put that. No, it's not melting the monitor.
Did I say it like
Asshole.
No, but that fucking light is dangerous.
It is dangerous. It's fucking killing me.
That thing, like, somebody, Ashley's dad gave it to her or something, or his grandmother. That's it. She came in with it, right? And said, anyway.
Here you go. I found a light. It'll kill you.
It'll kill you.
I had something to say there at the end, but it doesn't matter.
Because we can't use any of that shit. That whole fucking segment. That's funny.
That's rough.
All right. Like this stuff like kids screaming in the yard. It makes me think of Stephen Wright.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, you know, when outside of my house, I want a house made of styrofoam. Kids, get out of my yard. You pick up the house.
The thing that I've been playing around with in my mind is the phenomenon of like YouTube videos. And that was the other thing I saw on Viceland. It was kind of like the art of memes. That's not what it's called, but like I'll have to. The War of Memes, maybe. Have you seen this? It's a great, like, short little fucking segment on Viceland, and basically, like, you know, winning over the minds of people through memes and changing a whole culture. I was pretty sure that you were fucking hip to this.
I think Iggy was just telling me about this.
You should watch it. It's in. I downloaded it just to see the documentary on it. The short little story. It's not necessarily a documentary. What would you call a short documentary? A show?
A documentary.
An episode.
If it's not episodic, then it would. Yeah, I guess it's just a short documentary.
Yeah,
short
because they don't follow it, like anymore. But as a form of like cyber warfare. And like changing culture through fucking memes, and I thought it's something you should watch.
Man, that's interesting.
Yeah, and so I saw an interview with Alan Moore, and then I saw this like completely separate from one another, and then I thought of like some artistic ideas that I would like to do, like in kind of a video form, and I'm wondering if you can apply that
to what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. And that's what next week, I've told you about this band before. On Friday, the Wheelworkers are playing at the Satellite Lounge.
Yeah, okay.
And they have a whole set, and they take all of this public domain footage and project
Nice.
it behind them. And
Yeah.
there was, like, last time I saw them, there were 3 Modular synth guys that were playing with him,
Yeah.
and a guitarist, and he's got a whole set that he does with this, and it's really just an interchange of people. They switch out people between them, and I've only seen him once, but I did as much research as I could.
Yeah.
But it's really visually interesting.
Okay.
You never get bored,
Ah.
which this is a problem for me at shows. I don't
Yeah.
care who I'm seeing. Like, eventually I'm just like, oh my god, I'm just watching some guys up on the stage
Yeah.
do some stuff.
Yeah.
And they're just playing chords and belting out some lyrics that
Yeah.
they spit on a piece of paper. I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Like, I like music, and
Yeah.
I like, but to just get me with music,
Yeah.
like, if you don't have to have any, you have to be really good. Like, it has to be a totally different
Yeah.
experience for me.
Yeah.
And then if I go the other way, then it's just punk, because that's way more interesting and is visually and aesthetically pleasing. Like, I go, oh yeah, I think like this, and here's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should go.
Yeah. Remind
Everybody
me.
should go.
Remind me. Yeah, everybody should go.
I don't even know those guys, but I'll plug the Wheelworkers.
Yeah.
When I see a set that like makes me talk about it for 2 years, I think the last time I saw them was 2 years ago. And it's a totally local
Yeah.
thing. Then something's being done right, because I don't think anything's really hit me like that.
Yeah, remind me, I'll go.
All right. It's Friday.
Okay.
All right. I may get an episode out of this.
I bet you get 2 out of that real short.
Thank you for listening to the Twisted Pop Podcast. For show notes, go to twistedpop.com/podcast. Merchandise at bigmyth.com. That's BIG-MYTH.com. In association with nquit.com. Until next time, this is the Twisted Pop Podcast.
Free